Mm.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you tune in. This is Concerned Citizen of South Sudan. It is February 11, 2025. We are live and we are going to be talking about a lot of issues today. You already can see below the screen there what went wrong in the nation of South Sudan and how it can be reversed. That's our topic today. Of course, that question has been asked many times. السؤال ده سئل عدة مرات. What went wrong and how it can be reversed. Things can go wrong, but people have to work on reversing things that went wrong. But if people are not working, or if a nation is not working on reversing things that went wrong, and then that actually it can be problematic, which is now we have a big problem, crisis in our country, because it seems like the manipulators, the so-called leaders in our country, are not interested actually in the stability of the nation, are not interested in economic, in rule of law, in justice and liberty and prosperity, the core values that actually we fought for as a nation. We fought for as the people of common purpose for 22 years. So many of you have heard so many headlines about the sum. I will not call it change. I will call it inheriting the power and bypassing the well-known traditional political party, the SPLM, the one that actually some people of South Sudan were supporting by default until one thing went wrong in the country, and now everybody has their own different direction. So that bigger question, what went wrong in the country, it has been answered many times, whether in national dialogue or in different forums or in particular articles that have been written, or with the program that we have conducted here on the social media as a concerned citizen of South Sudan. In many forums, in Clubhouse, in YouTube, that actually what went wrong is a grand big corruption in the country, of lack of services, insecurity, division that have been created by so-called leaders in South Sudan. So in order for them to remain in power, and lack of political will, and lack of vision and ideology that can be put on work so we can progress, as our late hero, Dr. John Garang, the founding father, made it clear that actually we will use the military power, to empower the people to have an economic power in the country, which is to take the town to the people. But it hasn't happened because of greedy few, those who were in charge. and continue to be in charge. So what happened the last couple of days, that actually President Kiir has made a presidential decree removing and reappointed. I don't care about other, part, but the only two things that I care about is actually removing Waniga and appointing Dr. Benjamin Bolmel as the vice president. And also the governor, Alfred Fatoyo of Western Equatoria, as the director of national security. We call it a brover, the tamsil. Because I know that a new appointee of the national security director is not going to stay for a long time. It's just little meal sometimes. Okay. And even I have a doubt on Bolmel being the successor of President Salva Kiir. Because majority or most of the dictators, they tend to bring somebody who will protect their asset, will protect whatever they have stolen. They tend to bring successors that will protect them. Because now the bigger fear that President Kiir is fearing is persecution by the justice if you leave the power like that. But he knows he has failed miserably for a very long time. But he'll need a safe haven, a malaz amin, safe exit. But that safe exit, it shouldn't be through the people of South Sudan, the political party, the political movement coming together and propose something and have a peaceful exit without him and his family being persecuted. Actually, that would have, give us a new fresh and create a bigger hope for this beautiful country. But unfortunately, so-called leaders, even though leaders of opposition, everybody's looking for their own fair share, their own interests, to be assimilated, to be a minister, to be a vice president, or to be whatever, you name it, to get his big paycheck. But they don't dream big for the future of this country. And that's why things are gone wild and they continue to be messy. You understand my point? I was not surprised when I saw the first daughter, Adut Kirmayadit, last couple of weeks, start visiting, going to vulnerable people and visiting. That actually an indication that Adut, she's preparing herself to be the first lady of the Republic of South Sudan. You can tell that's what first ladies do. The kitchen table advisor, the first lady, what she does, she has to go and talk to people and go to vulnerable people. That's their job actually, all over the world. So Adut is getting out of the box since she was just involved with the corruption, companies, custom in Nairobi and in Mombasa, and with revenue authorities, has been taking money for quite some time. But now is the time, for her to get out of the box because she knew now what is coming. She's going to be a first lady. And the reason I'm saying that, many of you may not be aware that actually Bolmel actually is the real husband of the first daughter. So no surprises, no surprises. We have said this for a very long time. We have been campaigning about this. That actually Bolmel has been empowered. But you know what? I'm not objecting anyone to be in power in South Sudan. Bolmel can be president. Anyone can be president. But we need it in a right structured way, because there is a political organization, which is the SPLM party. And all this process, it should have gone through the SPLM party. So نحن بنتكلم من منطلق بتاع القانون only. It's supposed to be that way. But unfortunately, President Kiir actually, he has numbed those leaders within the SPLM party, he has numbed them. And no one even can raise their voice. So he knows what he's doing. No one can stand and say no. Sometimes you hear from here and there and there. But this is what we were expecting. Actually, thing will go this way, and they will continue to go this way. Bolmel is the president right now, and fine, but he should have come through the political bureau, through the SPLM party. At least we know we are not getting another Salva Kiir for another 20 years, because people have suffered for a very long time. Nothing is going to change this corruption and unless there is a drastic change in our country, drastic change in leadership. But if you have a continuation of Salva Kiir, and then there is no hope. There will be no hope. Don't take me wrong, I'm not against Bolmel. But I'm against one thing I've done wrong, and people continue to suffer. Because with this leadership of President Salva Kiir for 20 years, he hasn't think about any economic extraction in the country. They haven't think about building refineries. They haven't think about creating a developmental project like farming so we can produce our own food locally. But we have food insecurity has been going on for a very long time. So to get somebody that actually successor of President Kiir, somebody he trusts, somebody who he wanted to protect him and protect his family, is going to be the same thing. So nothing going to change. So people of South Sudan, because this is what you wanted. This is what you needed. The Barkazalian, I am one of you actually. This is what you wanted for a very long time. When people talk, Jama, this thing is wrong, say, no, Randan did that. You know, it's okay, he's an old man, you know, and so and so. Because President Kiir has no vision of working to take this country to the next level, to have developmental project in the country so people cannot use the dollar to go and buy goods from Uganda and from Kenya. It shouldn't be that way. Building refineries so we don't have to have a discriminatory fees that have been imposed by Sudan. And remember, Sudan actually is planning the worst of worst for South Sudan. They are planning really worse for South Sudan. A couple of days you heard that there is an agreement between the Kitgwang and the government and something like that. Sudan actually is planning so South Sudan can have a war within very soon. And Sudan actually, with what they have done in Al Jazeera there, massacred South Sudanese, they try to show to the world that, oh, we are good people. Actually, look what we did. We are mediating among them. They always needed us. Remember, Sudan is going to be the enemy forever. I said this, and I will continue to say this, because I know what they are capable of doing. So they want to set South Sudan in fire. But South Sudanese are not realizing this. People of South Sudan, we in Barghazal, we are not realizing this. Because we are the one that have power. That's why I say we in Barghazal. We're the one that have power. We are the one that actually can, overnight, can say, no, enough for President Kiir, get the way out, get away. And we can change this dilemma, and the country can move smoothly again. But we are just don't care. People don't care. And President Kiir is coming slowly doing what he wanted to do. And he has succeeded actually doing this. So don't be surprised when you said, oh, well, how come Bolmel is there? How come Mr. X is there? It's not about Bolmel. Bolmel can be president, that's fine. But it's about doing things right. So we don't have to have another worse of 20 years. If Bolmel came in the right way through Political Bureau, Liberation Council within the SPLM party, because the SPLM party, we call it, is a ruling party anyway. But President Kiir has dismantled that for a very long time, because those are when I caught those Kwalmanyang, they don't even speak. As long as somebody has been giving big check, kalas. Kwalmanyang used to complain. But soon he became an advisor and so, and kalas. Now, my brothers, who we have been talking for a very long time, when I said this government actually is not interested for any change, for any reform, for any peace process, people actually tend to say that you are wrong, but I was right. Look what happened in Tumaini. More than 10 months, nothing is coming out because they were looking for assimilation, just to assimilate. There's a lot of people in Juba, actually, they are not interested in Paul Malone returning home or Pagana Mom returning home. No, We want to keep it that way. Now is our time. We can eat. We can do whatever we wanted to do. Right? That's what it is. That's what they want to happen. And actually, they succeeded. Those who are inside the country, they resisted it. They don't want any other peace deal. Keep them away so we can get what we want. But that's what we have been fighting for, Jama. Wallahi, we talk, and they say, oh, those who are talking out there, let them talk, they will shut up. But we are trying to enlighten our people, educate them about their right. It doesn't have to be way. We are the republic. We are not the kingdom. We are not the monarch. No, we are the republic. Every family in South Sudan pay sacrifices, lost somebody for us to have a country. It's not just for us to have piece of land to have a country. It's for us to have a system that would be fair for all of us, not just for a few. And this is what's happening. So yeah, when I saw Adud was preparing, going, talking to people and visiting vulnerable people, she's preparing because she's going to be a first lady. And this is what first lady can do. My problem is not why Bolmel is going to be president or he's the president. No. Why they don't want to do the thing right. President Kiir knows that he's sick and he's dying. But can him at least say, no, you know what? People have suffered for a long time. Let us do this. Let us do inclusive and have a consensus. And people of South Sudan can forgive me. That is, like I said from the beginning, that's what required actually, because militarily, nobody have defeated him militarily. Negotiation, peace agreement, nothing has worked. It started with Zaman Dator, fight with him. Riek Machar was, huge, fighters. Did not. Thomas Shirel is fighting. Agwalek fight it, but Finihai, they went in. This guy, Yao fought. They did not. So many Arab boys, you call it, Usud, Al Barghazal, the lion of a lot of fight, but no one have defeated Salva Kiir militarily. And that's why I said, okay, now we did not. How about we unite together? Political party, political movement, people of South Sudan said, you know what? There is no improvement, Mr. President. We need a peaceful exit. But we will guarantee you, no one is going to persecute you. Whatever you have stolen, take it. It's similar to what happened in South Africa, similar to what happened in Kenya. It's okay because we did not. We couldn't defeat him militarily. Politically, yes, has been isolated in the region, has been isolated internationally, but it's still using, a few, creating kleptocracy. And he succeeded with kleptocracy. And people of South Sudan hungry, food. They needed food. No medicine, no school, no infrastructure, no healthcare. But this is the time that for us to think. But now he has gone even extra mileage. One thing that you need to understand, we discussed this issue before. And South Sudanese, sometimes they said, oh, rumors. But the facts in South Sudan, they come out in terms of rumors. This is obvious. This is the way thing that have been happening in our country. Thing in South Sudan, anything that President Kiir is doing, they come out in terms of rumors. But later, they become facts. And that's what it is. How many times people talk about Bolmel, that Bolmel actually is going to be a successor? Many times, some people say, no, well, it cannot happen, and so on. But now it's happening. And again, some people, will call me and say, Jonkor, why are you talking about this? Why? Don't worry, man. You are from Awil, the guy from Awil. Okay, I know he's from Awil. It's not about the region. It's not about the tribe. No, that's not what I believe in. I believe in ideology. I believe in fairness. That's what drives me. I'm not driven by my geographical constituency only. I'm driven by this beautiful old country that, because when we fought together. We did not fight as Gogrialians or Rumbek, or Awilians or people from Tories. No, we fought together collectively. And if you want to make decision, we make that decision collectively. Something that can be fair for all of us. And that's why I believe in ideologies. I don't care who you bring. You bring Bolmel, you bring whoever, you bring Galwak, you bring Deng, you bring Wani, you bring Ugiet. I don't care. What I care is doing it right so our people can get the fair share. That's all. That's what we want. We can have that decency. But again, like I said, President Kiir is so fearful, because he has done a lot of bad things. That's why he wanted to bring somebody who can protect him and protect his asset and protect his family. And who can do that? Bolmel was the one that running the asset of the president. ARC, African National Resources Company. Right? That's what he was running. They call it businessman. No, he was a broker. He's the one, the oil sold and the money will go to his bank account. And I said this before, and I said Bolmel is just a transactional man. Okay? He's not even having a lot, but the money goes through his account and then they come out and go to the president and go to the family. That's how it has been. And President Kiir actually trusts him 100%. And because there is huge tension now, if he leave with the bad thing that he has done in the country, people may go after him, and they are going to after him. And that's why you have to bring somebody who can protect him. But if you get assurance from the people of South Sudan, from the political party, from the political movement, okay, and then there would be really something that said, oh, nobody's going to touch you. At least you can go first, peacefully, and we can find somebody. We can find someone that we agree upon to have that interim period and restructure this country. And now we have a new beginning. That will be the best option. Other than that, those who are in Juba, they are not interested. Tumaini failed. You have heard that Tumaini has been adjourned to unknown time, to unknown date. It's the same thing. RCS was signed in Khartoum and has not been implemented. You know that Agolek have signed peace deal and he came to Juba and nothing is happening. Now Kit Gwang, as something that the Sudanese government is cultivating it in Juba, because actually Sudanese, they want more destruction in South Sudan. They want the same thing that happened, that, they have rapid support forces cost problem. They want that to happen in South Sudan. Yeah? Because not too long ago, one day, we were trading, accusation between Sudan and South Sudan when our foreign minister gave a very credible, speech at the United Nations Security Council. And Sudan was not happy with that. So they have to find their own way, Right? So, let me tell this. If people of South Sudan chose to be enslaved by President Salva Kiir, what else can we say? If people of Barghazal chose to be enslaved by Salva Kiir, what else can I say? I always refer to that as people of Barghazal because we have the power. You can change this, what's happening right now. There is an article on AR's revitalized peace agreement say that in the absence of the president, first vice president can be, take over for 48 hours, something like that. But if it take more than a month, president has choice also. There is an article say that president has choice to, to delegate one of his vice president. He can choose one of his vice president to replace him. To replace him. You understand my point? So now Salva Kiir is coming slowly, using exactly the article on the RCS, because what make them legitimate is the ARCS, the Revitalized Peace Agreement. That's what make them. That's why they had that power. Now he's using it. Bolmel was is one of the Red Army, right? Now they have to bring him from somewhere and put him in political bureau. From political bureau, make him an envoy of the president. He was a broker, of course. He was a businessman. He was running ARC. He was running the road to Barghazal, road that has not gone anywhere, road that has been washed away by the rain. And now President Kiir has brought him slowly. And of course, his son-in-law. He's a son-in-law of President Kiir. So now, President Kira have succeeded, bringing son of law so he can protect him, bring him to political bureau, and from political bureau now assign him to multiple, positions. And then after that, now fire this, uh, I don't want to call name, call fire Waniga, and now put him on that position. And I want you to know this, people of South Sudan, vice president on economic cluster, right? And vice president on economic cluster, we knew, Waniga was actually a direct vice of the chairperson of the party. Waniga was, the deputy of chairperson of the party. In nutshell, he was a vice of the SPLM party. Salva Kiir Mayardit is the president of the SPLM party, and Waniga was the deputy. Now, Bolmel replacing Wani, Bolmel is going to be the deputy of the SPLM party, right? So technically, when Kiir go away, Bolmel is the president of the SPLM party and the president of the Republic of South Sudan. And now he's the president anyway, because he's the one that hiring people anyway. If he doesn't like you in this ministry, he will fire you right away like that. It will not even take long. Again, I don't have anything against Bolmel as a person, but the way they be running the country with his father-in-law, bad. And that's why people of South Sudan should not accept any continuation of Salva Kiir, because that's what he represents actually. I have one of the good girls of J1 talk to me. When Akin Tong was appointed as the director of national security, she said, Brother Jonkor, Akin Tong actually is not going to be there for a long time. Or just sketch, masrah. He's going to be there a few months and he's going to be removed. And then somebody will come. But now, have you heard Innu Akinchong yesterday or 2 days ago? Yesterday, yes, was fired from that position. Have you heard somebody appointed? Maybe I'm talking now. Who knows what is the time now in South Sudan? 8 p.m. Maybe presidential decree will appear on the TV, because that's Bolmel. That Bolmel work. He's the one that's going to appoint somebody who is going to work with him, somebody who is going to be loyal. Not just somebody will, no. This is my friend from, from Western Equatoria, the Iowa governor. In Western Equatoria, it would be there temporarily, and then Bolmel actually will come. It can take even maybe 2 days, 3 days, even a week, or maybe 2 weeks. Who knows? But actually, that's what's going to happen. It's not going to be there. It will bring somebody who will work with him. Bolmel will bring somebody who will work with him. Right? Akinchong is the one that went to Port Sudan, right, and signed a peace deal with Kitgwang, right? I don't know what is yet on this, what happening, behind closed door. But Kitgwang, I know they are a cultivation of Al-Burhan. I know that, no question about it. They want to set up a flame in South Sudan. I know what is Kitgwang, what Khartoum is doing with that. But the SPLM party, I know SPLM party is la quwa wa la hawla. They have nothing anymore. But would you let this pass? The people of South Sudan? Or do we really need to go to have a structure so we can have a stability? Because any replacement of this presidency without consensus of people of South Sudan, political party, that's another, crisis. But why are you interested always creating more crisis? Why don't you want stability to come to the country? Yeah, we need to put this issue to the rest so people can at least, have a new beginning. But it seems like you guys are not. You guys are not interested in any new beginning whatsoever, in this country. You want us to continue, right? Of course, the opposition, even within the country, they have rejected this. they disagree with this, decision by the president. But they need to build on this. They need to raise their voices. خلوا خوف. Get out. Address the fear in yourself. Just try to challenge the fear that you are fearing. Challenge yourself. Challenge the fear because انتوا خوافين. حاول تعمل challenge the fear يا ناس يا معارض جوا داخل البلد. The leader of the SPLM party, so-called historic. Can you address the fear within yourself? Can you? Yanas Garang Mabil, I know you can do it. Yana the Wendit. Oh, well, when it said last time we are mentally incapacitated, maybe you will not because you said that. But can others who are able to speak up and say, no, this is not what we want? Let Salva Kiir arrest everybody. It's okay. And people of South Sudan will act. Can you raise your voice? Right? I know. Nothing happened with Tumaini, as we said. Tumaini was a financial project. Yes. This is what happened exactly. We know the government was playing game. When they fired, the delegation, the first delegation, and reappointed a new delegation. They were just, doing that. So we are in a big mess. And we are in big chaos. If we are not acting up, I don't see any path to this. I don't see any path, Nasna, at all. And I don't know why should we be like this every time. This is not right. It shouldn't be that way always. Okay, what I would do, I would put the link here because it seems like some people are asking me so they can come and weigh in as well. And it's a good thing that, we put the link to hear from people too. Ubadishoya, I will open, for those who are in Clubhouse, so you can weigh in as well. What went wrong in the nation of South Sudan and how it can be reversed. I know how it can in the Clubhouse because I was not able to complete the sentence there because it will not. So let me do this so I can give chance to people who wanted to come and weigh in. Oh, no. That's not what we want to do. I pinned the link. So if you wanted to come, you can come. If you want to come through YouTube, you can even make it because we are live in Facebook and in Clubhouse at the same on Clubhouse and also on YouTube. You can do that. So yeah, again, as I said, let me do this so I can conclude here on Facebook, and then I will transition to Clubhouse. As I said, President Kiir tried to bring successor that will protect him and he'll protect his family. And if people of South Sudan want to continue to be enslaved, they will let it go. But if people of South Sudan really are serious, okay, through leaders, they will rise up and they will say no. Because President Kiir is not the one that determined the fate of this nation. He has been given opportunity for 20 years and have failed everybody. We were expecting developmental project in the country, and no one would have even think about the power. President Kiir would have even continued to rule for life. But now he has ruled for 20 years, and he won, to inherit the power To whoever he want will protect him, or later maybe to his son too. So don't be surprised when I said that Adut now is going around to vulnerable people, talking to people, try to familiarize herself to be nicer. But before she was not nicer. She was just grabbing and grabbing and grabbing. But now she's more moving toward, familiarize herself with the issues facing people because she's going to be the first lady. She is, because Bolmil now is in charge. And again, don't take me wrong, I have nothing against Bolmil. We come from the same geographical area, but I believe in ideology and I believe in structures. This country, the Republic of South Sudan, we all lost people in our families. And then people of South Sudan, they deserve something better. They deserve decency. They deserve good life. They deserve developmental project. They deserve road. They deserve hospitals, basic necessity. Not just a few are the one that getting the resources to take their kids to Uganda, to Kenya, to other countries to be educated, and the children of martyrs and children, and widows and are suffering in the country. No, that's not acceptable. And that's why I will never be complicit. No. And you need to get out being complicit with the crisis in our country. Face the reality. Reject these ideas of continuation of Salva-Kiir in power. And all political parties, like I said, and political movement, we need to propose something. And then if President Kiir refuses, then also with the region, our region, we can work this thing together. We need the region to know that. I know President Kiir has been bribing people in Kenya and Uganda and all this. He has been bribing them. We need these people to know that you're better off with people of South Sudan, not with dictator, because dictator will go away no matter what. But people of South Sudan will remain, and South Sudan will remain. And this is the country that you need to establish a good relationship with people of South Sudan, because relationship is based on mutual interests. You get Kenya, you need milk, you need meat, you need beef, because now we have animal resources that we are not using, right? So you're gonna need beef from us. All the entire East Africa, if once South Sudan is stable, we are going to produce beef in this beautiful country. This cattle, we are going to raise them for milk and for beef also, for cheese. Whoever needs cheese, we will get it from us, right? So we have milk, we have beef, we have cheese, and also we have the oil, because we have to refine our oil locally. And when we refine it locally, you will buy it in a cheaper price. And that's why, oppositions, political party, we need to establish a very diplomatic ties with the regional bloc. And we need to tell them that now you are getting something from, dictator. And that's why you want to sustain that dictator. You want him to be there because you are benefiting. But you will get more actually if people of South Sudan are in charge, because it's a long-term interest. Don't diminish your opportunity. But it requires us too to have that diplomatic side to talk to them, make the case and come together and propose the idea that I was talking about. Salva Kiir need to be giving a package from people of South Sudan. Not he's the one that's saying that, I'm amnesty. No, it's the people of South Sudan will give him amnesty because he has done so bad, right? And with that, if he refuses, and then there will be any other option that people of South Sudan will take. I know, Dandara, you wanted to come, but open your mic, because the reason that you are not showing here on the studio, try to turn on your video, your camera, because your camera is not on. Turn on your camera. You see now, if I put you up here, Dandara, now you are in, but you did not turn on your camera. Okay, turn on your camera so I can bring you up here. Okay, try it again. And again, if somebody wanted to come, Jamal, you have an opportunity to come and weigh in, before I go and continue with the clubhouse. Just come. We want to give you that chance. But I know, Suleiman wanted to come. Would have been good. to be in the here in the studio. That's the thing. That's the thing. People of South Sudan need. Lanu, this is not good. It has been going on for quite some times. People of South Sudan are so resilient, are so nice, but President Kiir took advantage of them and continue to take advantage. But has gone too far. It's gone way too far, and it's reversible. It can be reversed. It can be reversed. But if we keep silent like before they did it, and then nothing is going to happen, they will continue, and Bolmel will be in charge, and there will be no change. And now my problem is, it's not just Bolmel to be president. My problem, this is the same thing will continue. People will continue suffering. Insecurity will be there, and no any development in the country. Our resources will be, exploited by the foreigners, and that's what happened. President Kiir now is running to Emirates to go and get the loan that I talked about last year, the $13 billion, so they can come and and distribute this money among themselves, and people continue to suffer, and that's not acceptable. That is not acceptable. You should not be quiet, and such a thing are happening. And that's why I said, can you confront the fear in yourself? Al-khawf al-indak juwak da. Can you confront that fear, khawf? Can you challenge that fear? Right? So, I think with that, it seemed like nobody's coming on the live video. Then what I can do now, I can just transition in the clubhouse and continue there and give people an opportunity to weigh in. Thank you for watching. Until we meet again next week, this is just a little bit, and then we will talk more. And I know they are continuing, because on 22nd of this month, this is the new era of the new interim that they have proposed last time. The interim of Mr. Bolmel. Okay. So until then, we'll see you again next time on the live video of Concerned Citizens of South Sudan Facebook, and also in the YouTube. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel on the YouTube, John Cor Mayol. Don't forget, subscribe our channel on the YouTube. Don't forget. We just remaining with 250, and then we will reach, the number that we want to reach on the YouTube, so our message can go, viral everywhere. That's what we know. That's what we want. Because when our message go viral, oh yeah, I saw you, Moses. You are here.
Yes.
Awesome. Moses Edward, welcome to Concerned Citizen of South Sudan, my dear brother. It's been a long time, and I know it's still late, but because you care about the issue that our country is facing, that's why you woke up. You woke up. I know it might be 6 a.m. Oh no, Moses, come back. Come back. Come back. I don't know what happened to Moses. I want you to come back, Moses. Okay, okay. Moses is not here, unfortunately. Something happened to him. Let me try to do this. And then Moses. Anyone else wanted to come in? The forum is open for you guys. أنا داير أديكم الفرصة دي. داير أدي أي زول فرصة to come in. This is the only way you can express yourself. Mind the media that actually will give you opportunity في البلد. SSBC is controlled, by those crook in the country. They are not even talking about the issues that people are facing anywhere in the country. So if you want to come and weigh in, you have that opportunity. Okay. Moses, try one more time. Try one more time before we transition to Clubhouse. Try one more time. What happened?